Good evening, John. Again, I'm going to host Immaculate Grid once again from my hotel room. So my less than professional quality takes even a slight decrease, if that was even possible. But hey, we're here to play Immaculate Grid, not to look pretty. Let's get into it. Let's play. I know yesterday I repeated Kenny Lofton, so I broke my own rule. That's okay though. Let's see. Share the screen. This would have been the timed round yesterday. Let's go ahead and refresh and play and get into it. All right, Jason Kendall works. Oops. That's definitely a Matt Stairs. Let's get that for, actually, let's go. Fuck Kenny Rogers. Let's see how this does. Oh, look at that, 2%. Clemente, pretty obvious one. And Schmidt, well, a whole bunch of gold gloves. And let's see, Ivan Rodriguez. Great. And for silver sluggers, ooh, McCutcheon pretty much has to have had, right? And Ryan Howard, actually, I'm not 100% sure. I'm going to go over Chase Utley just because he was competing against Pujols, and I'm over a minute on that stutter. And I'm going to go with Maglio Ordonez, 2007, 7%. Minute 12. That took a little longer, but I was gonna write Ryan Howard for Silver Slugger. I'm I gotta think he did do it, but my hesitation was, wait a minute, he's competing against Pujols, but he did do it, and he was the most popular guess. Interesting. Okay. Well, I am gonna go ahead and stop sharing. 115 though. Okay. That seems slower though. I mean, it is slower. It's slower. I've recorded evidence demonstrating that slower than I usually play. That's all right though. All right, let's go for more of the rarity score version. So I went Jason Kendall there, and was that like 15%? Let's see here. So I know, let's see, Bobby Chance, I think split a season with Pittsburgh in which he ends up with a gold glove. I think that's right. Um, Manny Trio is a good pick. Let's go. Actually, he did both. So let's go with him here for Silver Slugger. And then, well, I mean, I have to actually finish typing. He goes sub one there. And what do we think about Steve Carlton? Goes 2% on the gold glove for Philadelphia. Okay. Probably could have done better. Let's see here. Silver Sluggers for Pittsburgh. Ooh, I knew Rick Russo also would have worked for Gold Glove, but I don't think he works for Silver Slugger. I don't know if a pitcher, I don't know if there is a pitcher out there who won Silver Slugger for Pittsburgh. That one might be a little bit more rare. For Detroit, I'm gonna go with Gary Pettis, who works for three teams. He goes sub one. And then let's see here. We could maybe get Al Simmons down here. I mean, but the A's are his most prominent team. I could also go Ty Cobb works, Mickey Cochran works. I don't know if Mickey Cochran's going to be better or worse than Al Simmons. Al Simmons only played like 1 year with Detroit. And then who else from that peer? I'm not really thinking of anyone. I'm gonna go Al Simmons. Still sub one. But going with him, I mean the A's are his most prominent team, so That was bound to be a little bit higher than I usually get when I play Al Simmons. And for this one, what do we think about Esteban Loaiza? He goes sub one. Didn't use him with the White Sox, where that one really great year, '03. And then A's and Phillies. Jimmy Fox will work, but again, very prominent with the A's, won a Triple Crown MVP. Um, Joe Blanton, but he's relatively recent. Um, oh, let's see. Any relievers I should be knowing about? This is not a Dotel. I don't think Philadelphia works for Dotel. Oakland does, but not Philadelphia. Um, where else? Where else? Sifting around, sifting around the old memory. And then let's see, Silver Slugger for Pittsburgh. So Silver Slugger doesn't become an award until 80, which severely limits down the number of options. Um, and I'm wondering if there was a pitcher who won a Silver Slugger that I should be thinking of. Maybe like actually Kendall would have been an interesting pick. But I've already used him. I don't think Rams Ramirez, he only had a couple like really good years with Pittsburgh, I think. Um, I'm not sure on Jay Bell, but it wouldn't surprise me if Jay Bell worked. Bobby Bonilla, I'm very sure will work. I'm like 50-50 on Andy Vince. Like Dave Parker goes to Cincinnati somewhere in there, but I don't remember exactly when. Might have been before the Silver Slugger, where he moves teams. And then for Detroit, I mean, I think Whitaker will work. I'm very sure Trammell works. Um, I used Pudge Rodriguez already, but I think he works in his first year with Detroit. Cecil Fielder will certainly work. Miguel Cabrera obviously works. Alex Avila. Alex Avila had a really good 2011 season, but Mike Napoli also had a really good 2011 season, so I'm not even sure about that. Prince Fielder had a good first year in Detroit. Not sure about that one. Placido Polanco was really good in like 2007. I'm like lukewarm on almost everyone I just mentioned. The only ones I'm really sure about are Trammell, maybe Whitaker in like 83. I wrote about in my book. Um, but I'm not filling myself up with a lot of confidence on any of these guys. Um, any of the other guys. I mean, they're either going to be too high rarity or not work at all, is what it feels like. Um, and then over here with Pittsburgh Silver Slugger, man, I'm thinking, well, actually, Jason Kendall probably never did because of Mike Piazza. Um, and yeah, Jay Bell's a maybe, and I'm not thinking of any pitchers who might have won it. Um, these are surprisingly tricky. I would have thought Gold Glove, Silver Slugger, just knocked that right out, but I was able to get the time for it. Even then, it took a minute 15. So, oh well. Well, I haven't come up with anyone better than Jimmy Fox. Actually, I did just think of some. Let's go Nap because he's not as known with these teams. Let's go with Nap Lazoie. Okay, 2%. Maybe Fox would have been better. Who knows? I'll know if I play it on my phone later. Silver Slugger, Detroit. Miguel Cabrera is too obvious. Alan Trammell seems too obvious. Lou Whitaker seems like he works, but also seems a bit obvious. Ooh, they had a bunch of catchers win Silver Sluggers. Matt Noakes was one of them. Let's go with Matt Noakes. That's 0.6%. And now thinking for the Pirates. How aggressive do I want to be? And I think, I wonder if, no, never mind. Yeah, Jay Bell seems like the right balance of, but even then, I mean, Barry Larkin was a contemporary while he was in Pittsburgh. Ozzie Smith was all right for some years while he was still in Pittsburgh, so I'm not even sure on that. Um, Bonilla will definitely work, and I just think he'll be up around 10%. I should have looked at how many were actually up there. I'm gonna take a guess. I'm gonna throw up Jay Bell. Obviously, Barry Bonds would work. I don't know if I mentioned him. Let's try Jay Bell though. 1%. Get a rarity score of 8. Talked myself into it. Who are all the Pirates with Silver Sluggers? Oh, we get a lot of fairly recent, like Pedro Alvarez and Neil Walker. Cutchin wins 4. Jack Wilson Bell wasn't even the most surprising shortstop. Rick Rhoden. I think I did know that. There were pitching and pitcher Silver Sluggers are a good one. So I could have done better. That's all right though. Well, thanks a lot for putting up with my hotel room lame quality and lighting and all of that. It's not like I have professional lighting in my house either. It's just better. Thanks a lot for playing, and you all have a great rest of your night. Peace.